All right, so there's a lack of integrity that I want to complete with you all. My lack of integrity, okay? So the lack of integrity is that I have an agreement as a seminar leader. I have a lot of agreements as a seminar leader, but one agreement that I have and one promise I have is that that I listen graduates as a possibility. That I listen graduates as not a past, not a racket, not anything, not a comparison of anything either, but as a possibility, the possibility that you are as a graduate, and not as objects or things or anything like that. And the lack of integrity that I saw is I've been operating from a standard. And the standard I've been operating from, so I just led the integrity seminar. So I led the integrity seminar before this, it ended in February, and now I'm leading this integrity seminar. And although I said I wasn't going to, what I noticed is that I was letting myself have comparisons. And it has shown up in different ways at different times. And when I say comparisons, like, oh, this seminar isn't like that seminar. Or this group leader call wasn't like that group leader call. Sometimes better, sometimes worse, it doesn't matter. It's still, better or worse would be in what world? Comparison, standards and ideals. So any kind of comparison could only live in a world of standards and ideals, because what else are you going to compare it to? You know, and the reason why it doesn't even matter. The lack of integrity is what matters. Because my word is to listen you only as a possibility. And only as the, Martina, are you still with us?
I'm writing it down.
Yeah, good. And only as the extraordinary phenomenon that a graduate is. And there is no group, there is no this group of graduates and that group of graduates. There's just graduate. And my word is to listen you is the phenomena that you are, even if you don't relate to yourself like a phenomenon. Can I share what you said to me, Rhonda, in the text? So I had a call with Rhonda on whatever day that was. And then later on, she sent me a text, and she said, I felt like I was talking to a rock star last night. And I said, thank you, I got it, and you're a rock star. And that wasn't just something I said. Like, you are rock stars, every single one of you. Even if I've not talked to you directly, even if for you it's nothing is happening in the seminar, I don't care. You're still rock stars for me.
No.
Yeah, you too. Because that's who a graduate is. A graduate is somebody who would face their judgments about their brother that they've had for 15 years and then go and get it complete. That's a rock star. A rock star is somebody who would go see their ex-husband. You didn't have to do that, but you did. You complete it. That's a rock star. And that's every single one of you, is that possibility. So I apologize for my lack of integrity in relating to any one of you is anything other than that. And my word is that is the only way that you'll be related to in here, and by any seminar leader. Because that's what we say, that's what you can count on from a seminar leader. Like, the listening you get from a seminar leader will be unlike any listening that you will get anywhere in life. And that can only take place in the sacred relationship that we have. You know, and I can only be a seminar leader because you give me that listening. If you didn't listen to me that way, there would be, first of all, there would be nobody to lead to, and I couldn't possibly make the difference that I want to make. You know, so it's the integrity of my listening of you as graduate, and it's the integrity of your listening of me as a seminar leader. And in that sacred space, miracles can happen. So that's how the rest of the seminar is going. All right, now listen. Now, that doesn't mean any of that was even there for you at all. It doesn't matter. It's still the lack of integrity that I saw that was here. And whether acknowledged or not, like I was saying at the beginning, whether you acknowledge it or not, the impact of a lack of integrity will still be there. It'll be like that, elephant that's in the room that nobody's talking about, right? But everybody knows there's something there in the room. Maybe we should say something about that elephant. No, let's keep ignoring it. Okay, so anything about that for anybody, or anything anything about that?
You made me cry.
Yeah, Rhonda?
I really related to what you were saying about comparing. I came to the Landmark Forum and reviewed it in April because I had just broken up with my fiance, Don, and he was a widower. And anyway, I really am complete. Done a lot of work. I'm really complete with that. So I met another widower, Michael, and last night I was kind of coming at him like I was talking to Don, and I realized I'm comparing him. It's just widower, instead of like possibility. So that was really helpful to me. I don't want to, I want to just talk to him like a person rather than a box.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because you can never get somebody as a possibility if you're relating to them in comparison to something else. They'll only show up in relationship to whatever that comparison is. Not, oh my gosh, what if you don't know this person at all? What if you could really discover him? Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Anybody else? All right, and so I'm just gonna suggest some things, okay? And if the shoe fits, you can say. So anybody in here compare me to your Landmark Forum leader? Yeah, fine. Or your dance course leader, or and previous seminar leaders, maybe even previous seminars I led. And it kills off what's possible, because then you're no longer in the world of discovery or being here for what could really be possible. It'll be in relationship to something that already was, or it's your memory of what something was, which even those are inaccurate. All right, so anyway, thank you for just getting that communication.
What's big, what opened up for me this week, and I'm sharing with Dean, is a comparison, but it was comparing the person to myself, and I didn't realize it, based on my standards and ideals. And I was just so miserable. I was miserable and angry at the person because they wouldn't do X. I do X, I do Y, I do Z, I do this. I don't get why you can't do that. I don't understand. And I was becoming more and more miserable around that. And the breakthrough came from our Thursday group leader call. Like, I was outside in the park screaming. I don't know, people around me were like, what? But I was like, oh my God, I can't, okay. But I could see that it was my standard, and what I create for myself is the possibility of compassion. So that was just all in my face of not accepting the person as they were. It was just in my face. And so, again, I realized even more that I was comparing them to me. They weren't being what I wanted them to be. They weren't being what I was to them. And I was able to kind of see that and really get some peace around it. It took a whole week, but it was a rough week too. Good grief. But my first breakthrough was that Thursday on our group leader call. And I got clearer and clearer to the point where I could actually have a conversation with the person with nothing there. And I know they felt it in the beginning of the week, because I was like, yeah, but after that, it was just clear, and I could actually have a conversation with them. It was amazing. Amazing. So thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So the group leaders who are not on the group leader call, you missed an amazing group leader call that we got to have as a benefit of your not being there. So thank you for being a contribution. Okay, so we had a little breakdown at the beginning of the call. So, and just to complete it with the group leaders, all the group leaders who are not on the call were in communication with me. Okay, so that's complete, and I request you have that complete. And if you were not on the call, and if there's anything incomplete about that, you with the group leaders, then I just request you get that complete. We won't do that now, but, on Thursday's call or sometime. Okay, great. You guys, so who will read the intentions on the board? Yeah, Christian.